definitely seems like they could use a little bit more time in between, like, matches and stuff.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I'm sure everyone pretty much just joins a new match as soon as they die, though, so...
Yeah. Nobody wants to wait around unless they have someone in the party that they're hanging out with.
Right.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why they don't let players talk to each other. Like, if you want to give up your own shit, go ahead. It would be kind of nice to be able to shit talk everybody. Where you at? Dalton?
Sorry, I turned my mic off.
Oh,
I'm like south, west.
I'm getting close to the inside. I don't know how you can tell yourself. Oh. Are you still in the woods? Because it might be close to you.
I'm getting attacked.
Where? In the woods?
Aw. Oh, I got that bitch ass. That's actually pretty funny because like he tackled me and I broke loose and I just started pistol whipping him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gotta get to that safe area.
I'm sitting by a wagon in between some crates right now. Just scoping shit out.
By a wagon.
Heard somebody say ow.
So did I. Oh, I see someone creeping.
Is it me in the hat? By a wagon?
Can't. Oh, yep, that's you. Yep.
Okay, I'll stay safe until we can get closer. I don't even see you.
Oh.
Oh, I see you now. I got the bow and arrow. Hopefully I can blow them out of oblivion.
Alright, I'm gonna cause a
I see him.
distraction. Just gonna run. Hopefully he sees me.
Got him.
Bonk.
Oh,
Alright,
fuck
I'm gonna
you.
run away.
Alright, I'll run away too. Oh shit. Fell down a mountain. Alright.
Game on, bitch. Come out, wherever you are.
Oh my gosh. Warriors. Not a Dalton in sight.
Oh yeah, do ya?
No, I said not a Dalton in sight.
Oh.
Daltons are elusive creatures around this time of year. They get scared.
Or they can be very jumpy. They are prone...
Oh. I see a wild Dalton.
No, I'm just waiting on my wild Birop.
It's shrinking.
Shit, I don't know.
Oh no! I was reloading my volcanic pistol. Or my fucking shotgun, god damn it.
I was gonna say, you definitely would have got me with that.
No, I was using the sawed-off shotgun. Oh man, that was fun though.
Sugar. Yeah, that was cool. The real deal. Got a trophy. Cutthroat. Yeah, it was the guy that tried to kill me.
Nice.
But I tell him, no way, bitch. I pistol whip your shit.
Yeah, I forget how to tackle. Isn't it like O or something? You run at him in O?
Yeah, and then like you gotta mash O to like break free.
Yeah.
Well, like I kept on trying to shoot him because I don't think he had a gun
Oh.
or whatever. Because like I was super up close to him, and I was like trying to shoot him, but like he just kept on pistol whipping him. I was like, all right, I guess that works too.
Right, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
Basically.
That was a good movie. I haven't seen Babe in a while.
Can't say I've ever actually seen it.
Oh, that's what that was from when I said that'll do, pig? Like, at the end of the movie
Yeah,
when he does all
I've
the
heard
shit?
that.
Yeah.
I've heard that like referenced in like other movies and shit.
Yeah. It's a cute movie. It's a kid movie. Like, it's
Is that
like...
the pig movie?
Yeah, kind of like Charlotte's Web, but...
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like Charlotte's Web, but instead he does, like, all this, like, cool stuff for his farm owner and stuff.
Maybe I have seen that then. It's been like a super long time.
Yeah, it was a cute movie. I got a hunting knife. Oh, that's what you gotta do with a knife.
That's not a knife.
It's a spoon. Oh. I don't know why that always became so popular.
I'll cut his heart out with a spoon.
That Simpsons episode was the best when they went to Australia.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sounds like it's to the west. Yeah, someone killed Hat again. Nice. Yeah, it was to the west. I am up on the top of the roof.
Me too.
Where are you?
I'm kind of like in the front, east side, or it'd be fucking northeast side.
Okay, so are you like over by like there's like a couple rifles?
Yeah, like basically like where the front gate is, there's like a little
All right,
wooden tower
I'm
sort of.
gonna head over by.
I see a guy. I lost visual.
I thought I was making my way towards you, but I don't know if I am now.
He was like northwest side. Oh, I can hear a guy.
I don't see anybody.
Got him.
Where are you?
Little
Oh.
horse stables.
I see a guy running across now.
Oh, I just heard him.
I'm gonna try and be a prick with the bow and arrow. He's probably gonna camp up there for a bit. Oh, I see him. Got him.
Nice.
It's just me, you, and someone else now. Oh, I'm right behind these. I'm behind these. Right to your behind you. I'm up here behind you in the crates. Yep, you're pointing right at me.
Alright.
Grabbing a repeater. I see you across the way. You're just fucking hauling ass.
Ouch.
What the fuck is this guy?
Oh, I think he might be above me. Where are you at?
Oh, oh, I got the fucking armor. Hell yeah. I am downstairs.
Alright, yeah, I'm, fucking, like, north side, northwest side, down below.
Are you in the circle or no?
Yeah, I'm, like, right at the edge of the gray. Ah, shit. Alright, I'm making a run for it. Hopefully he doesn't have a line of sight on me.
I see you running.
Oh, is that you up top?
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Where is he?
Ooh!
I see him.
Like, west corner.
Oh, shit! I can't believe I fucking fell off.
Oh, it sounded like he just did too. Oh, nope, he's still up top. He's looking down below. He's like waiting for you to come fucking... let me see where the fuck you is. Yeah, don't go through that fucking walkway. He's like up top above you, somewhere up there. Oh, got him! Nice! Yes!
Suckers! Smoked your ass, nigga. Nice, I got the real deal too. Look at that. Now we're both cool.
Sprinter. Battered.
I'm a survivor, not gonna give up.
I'm watching a video of a guy smoking 2 fat blunts out of his nose as he's ripping a fat fucking dab.
Ouch.
Yeah, that looks miserable.
It looks like a waste of weed.
He looks like a fucking idiot.
At
first when I clicked into the video, I thought it was like a fucked up mustache.
Yeah. My favorite is when people talk about hallucinating off of smoking weed.
Oh, dude, I was like seeing flying space dragons and shit, bro.
I've gotten people saying stupid stuff like that, but like people be like, "Oh yeah, it was like the craziest trip in the world. Like it felt like I was seeing like patterns and stuff." And I'm like, at no point did I ever feel like that.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been hella fucking stoned before, but I have never had any kind of like trip from it.
Yeah,
not
like
even close.
Yeah, hallucinogens.
Like, I feel like the only people
different.
that say like I like was tripping have never actually tripped.
Yeah, you're done. Like and it's one of those things where you can't like shake it off. You're just like, I'm
No.
fucking tripping. That is it. Like this is gonna happen for the next few hours.
Yeah, like if you took like a really small dose, like you might be able to slightly like phase it out for like 2 seconds, but it's coming back and like there's nothing that you can do about it. And yeah, it's like you're tripping for like a minimum of like 6 hours.
I told you about my my 12-gram shroom trip.
I feel like you might have, but I don't recall it offhand.
It was that time when I was like in high school and I was like slinging weed for my buddy, and you can stop me at any time, but he basically, oh fuck. Ah, I'm dead. Someone already got me. Motherfucker. Okay, so now I can tell the story better at least. So, yeah, no, he used to sling me weed all the time, and he had a housekeeper, someone that would, like, actually, like, do their laundry and shit. And
yep.
he busted he busted him a few, like, weeks prior to this, so he was like, oh, hold on to my stash, you can, just chill with it. So he gave me, like a couple grams of coke, and he gave me, like, a big bag of mushrooms and, like, a big-ass bag of weed. And I was still pretty young, so I was still buying, like, ounces and stuff, and I thought that was, like, weight. And, there's a guy up on the roof. There's a guy that's creeping...
Right above me?
No, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen where you are. But he's on top of, it looks like the bank. There's another guy with a trench coat and hat who's hiding behind where all the gazebo and shit is. There's a guy in the woods that's hanging back on the edge. That's you in the bushes. You look like you're safe. There's that guy up on the roof. Well, anyway, so he gave me all that shit, and that weekend I got busted with my stash. So all the weed that I had, which was like a large amount. Looks like there's 2 people up on the roof. They're friends, and one guy almost committed suicide. He just jumped off the roof. Anyway, so my parents caught me with an ounce of weed, and I got in a lot of trouble for it, obviously. And so I was grounded and shit, and I told Matt about it, and I was like, hey, just so you know, like, I got in trouble this weekend. Like, your stuff isn't, in jeopardy or anything. Like, you're fine. I stored all your stuff, away. And so he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. You can, smoke some of the weed that, I let you hold on to. Or if you want, you can, have some of the shrooms. And I was 15 at this point, so I had maybe smoked, bowls of weed, and that was about it. Maybe a couple joints here and there. So all I knew was, like, weed products and shit. I didn't know anything about anything else. And he's like, yeah, you can have some of the shrooms, just eat them. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, oh, take a handful and just eat it. I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm like, okay, cool. So no, and to be honest, I didn't even eat that much at first. I was like, oh, I'll take it easy. I don't want to go crazy. Like, I just want to get high, because my perception of shrooms was it was going to be just kind of like a different high. I didn't know what, like, tripping really meant. Like, I had seen it in, like, cartoons and movies and shit, but I didn't know what it truly entailed. So I took like a little bit, and obviously nothing really happened because it was probably less than a half-eighth that I ate. And then like an hour passed by, and I'm like, dude, nothing's happening. So I took like a little bit more, and like a half an hour passed by, and like as time progressed, like shorter and shorter increments, I kept eating more and more because I'm like, it should be kicking in by now. It was like 2 hours, and I kept eating them in increments.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and he gave me a half ounce of shrooms, and basically, before I tell you the rest of the story, let's skip forward to the beginning.
Yes!
Nice.
Oh, that guy ran right up on me. Like, I heard him open the jail cell, and I fucked him.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, sorry. Eating them incrementally, that's nuts.
Yeah, so, like, by, like, the 3-hour mark, I'm sitting there, and I'm, like, super pissed. And, I'm like, dude, this isn't fucking working. Like, this is bullshit. Like, I don't feel anything. There's nothing coming from this.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. I was just about to tell you.
Yeah. That's stupid that, like, once you, like, start looting the corpse, like, you can't get away from it.
Yeah, it's a risk you take.
Sorry, keep going.
So, yeah, so basically, it's like 3 hours into it, and I was like, well, fuck it. If I'm not going to get high or whatever, I'm just going to go to sleep, watch a movie and shit, and, you know, smoke some of the weed that he said I could have. So I went and smoked like a bowl in like my parents' basement and stuff, because I'm still living with my parents at this point. I'm 15, obviously, so sitting in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I was actually in charge of having to babysit Andrea, Bodie, and Katie for the weekend. My parents left, and they knew that I was downstairs in the basement watching a movie, and the kids were upstairs doing, you know, whatever the fuck they were doing. Oh, he's done. Bam. And yeah, so I'm sitting in the basement, and I'm watching Fight Club, and like I'm kind of like falling asleep, and like in between like falling asleep, like I like close my eyes, and I kind of like catch myself like falling asleep, and then all of a sudden like I catch myself falling asleep like again, and everything is like distorted, like to the point where like everything kind of like is like bended like in opposite directions. Like it was so fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And like no one had ever told me what like a, you know, a shroom trip was, or like no one told me anything, so I had like no idea about anything. And I'm like, you know, that was really freaky. So like I get up off the couch, and like everything is like unproportional. So like my hands are way bigger, and like the ground is way closer to my face than it should be, and like the distance from like me laying on the couch to the ground was like, you know, super short, and like it was really fucking weird. And like I remember putting my hand down on my parents' carpet, and only if you could see my parents' carpet, it had like a really weird pattern, but I touched it, and it moved like water, like that like water ripple thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like my auditory senses like went completely gone. Like I couldn't hear anything. I was looking at the TV, and I'm like, I couldn't hear anything coming from the TV. And like I remember turning up the volume, and like at that point Bodie came downstairs, and he's like, what are you doing? And I like kind of, you know, because, you know, Bodie's my bro, and I'm just like, hey, you know, just so you know, I'm kind of tripping my balls off, because I'm 15 and he's like 9. So I'm like, I'm tripping my fucking balls off right now, dude. And he's just like, do you want me to hang out with you? Like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, just go upstairs. Like, it'll be fine. I'll call for you if I need you or anything, all right? You know, just take care of the girls. Make sure they're not burning the house down. So he's like, all right, I'll go upstairs and watch the girls. Make sure they don't, you know, kill each other or anything like that. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, let me just chill out down here. And I go into like my, because I have like a bathroom and like my bedroom are connected in the basement, so like I'm going into the bathroom and I'm like trying to like wash my face and shit, and like I'm like, oh, just snap out of it, and it was just like just coming on, so there was like no snapping out of anything, and like it was
only gonna get more intense from there.
Yeah, I can't even explain to you like where even all the time went. Like it literally was like a good like 16 hours of like me tripping like non-stop. Like it was seriously like the most intense visual. I mean, like everything was spinning, everything was moving, like there was no sense of calm like at all. Like it was just like this like non-stop whirlwind of like emotions, and like being like upset with myself, and like crying, and like hiding. Like I was hiding in like my closet. Like, dude, I was doing like all this crazy shit, and like Bodie could hear me like stirring around downstairs. And at like one point he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna hang out with you because you seem like you're freaking out, and I'm like, no, it's, oh my god, I just ran up on a guy.
I thought I killed you.
No, and then he dies. So no, I'm like tripping out, and I'm like looking in the mirror, and I'm like hiding and like freaking out and all this other shit, and like it was just so intense. I thought something was gonna come and kill me, and like, yeah, it was like seriously fucking crazy. And yeah, I took them probably around like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and I didn't wake up till probably like 2 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. And like, I don't even know when I went to bed. I don't even know like when I was sleeping. Like, it just seemed like it all just went by like absolutely so quickly. And like, I just remember at one point I like called for Bodhi to come down into my room and like sleep like in my room to make sure that I wasn't like freaking out. And like, it was like the most intense like trip I've ever gone through. And when I gave everything back to Matt, because I didn't have a scale, he weighed out the half ounce of shrooms, which should have been 14 grams, and he only had 2 grams left. So I had eaten 12 grams of shrooms. Yeah, dude, it lasted like a full 16 hours. Like, it was like so bad. Oh.
What? Was that not a dynamite arrow?
What the fuck? I don't think so, but I gotta go pee. There's only one guy left.
Since when is there not a dynamite arrow?
So yeah, so that was my most intense trip.
Yeah, I've only had mushrooms twice. One of
Okay.
them, I was with Joe. That was my second time doing it. Like, that was actually, it was pretty cool. But like, I didn't get like the full, like a cool full experience because like we had we like ate them and like we went on a walk through the woods by his house, like through the Lac Laurent.
Okay.
So we did that, and like it was pretty cool. Like it was sweet because like, you know, we're just walking along, and like as like you're walking, like it eventually like kind of like slowly started like to come on. Like you could kind of like just see like color differences. So I was like, okay, sweet. Like all of a sudden, like we both just like stopped, but like it was like my vision kept on going, and like I was looking at like a tree like way off in the distance, and my eyes just started like zooming in on it. Just, like binoculars. It was like, whoa. Like
Weird.
we kept walking for a while. Like we eventually like went back to his house, or back to like their place. And, like once we got out of the woods and like we're walking alongside like the buildings and everything, it looked like the buildings like just stretched for like a solid like mile. Like it like just like started like expanding like outwards. I was like, whoa. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I could like do this like out in public. That would be like fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, right.
Fucking, I don't know how people could like go to like festivals and trip hard nuts. I could not do that, man.
Oh, I totally can. I used to, like, I would take, well, maybe not so much trip, but I would take ecstasy.
Yeah, that I mean, yeah, you kind of get like color trails and shit, but that's not like you're seeing like full blown visuals.
Yeah,
But I suppose like I didn't get like full blown visuals like with my mushroom trip. I only
I did.
ate I ate an eighth, so like I
Well,
probably
that should
could
have.
definitely eat a lot more.
They were probably weak, to be honest with you, because an eighth should do you in, honestly. Because every time I would eat an eighth of decent mushrooms, like, dude, I would trip my balls off.
Yeah, like the first time I ate them, I actually ate them like by myself. Like I ate like maybe like half of them at first because like I didn't know how crazy it was gonna be. Like I ate half of it and it was kind of like just being like pretty stoned, but like it was like a really clean like feeling of like just being like super stoned. Like I was like in a really good mood. But like I didn't really like maybe like I got like a little bit of like color flare, but there was no like patterns or like really waviness to it.
Okay.
Like the second time I was with, oh wait no, so I've done it more than 2 times. Cause yeah, then the second time I ate a full eighth with Jake, and like I remember like we were at his grandparents or whatever, so like we were out in the barn, fired up a dab, ate the fucking shrooms, and like just before like they started coming on and everything, we had started a fire out in the yard and all that, waiting for it to get going. Started firing up another dab, and like it was like almost like an instant thing where like I noticed like the space around me felt like really weird. Like as I was heating up the nail, like just like a little plume of smoke like came off of it, and like it just set in like instantly. And like I got like the like feeling that like I was like just 10,000 pounds, like I had to lay on the ground. So like I like laid there and like I got like sick a little bit, and like it unfortunately kind of like ruined like the rest of the trip for me because like yeah, I probably just like threw up like most of the mushrooms, and I was kind of left in like a weird like state after that of just kind of like headachy, tired.
Aw.
But then yeah, so the time that I tripped with Joe, that was like my third time. I would definitely want to do it again. I'd want to go a little bit more intense next time, I feel like.
Yeah, it gets intense, let me tell you, because it all depends on the mushrooms that you're eating, too.
Yeah. I want to try like a Quo, like fucking 7 grams.
I would, at the most, I would recommend an eighth and like a half-eighth. Like, a quarter, you're kind of asking for trouble. I'm just being honest, because I ate a quarter one time and I had a bad trip. I probably had like 4 bad trips altogether, including the one that I just told you about. I mean, as interesting.
Oh, so
that... Yeah, dude, I was freaking out because I've had amazing trips where I'm just like, I feel like I'm on top of the world and like, you know, nothing can hurt me and like, you know, it's fucking amazing. But then I've had like trips that are just like nightmares.
Yeah, I've never really had like a full like bad trip. I've had like the part of the trip that's like, oh, I kind of just want this to be done.
Yeah, trust me, you'll know when you have a bad trip.
Like the full like the entire extent of the trip is just miserable.
Yeah, just like more or less emotions. Like for me, like mine were like, you know, like I would always have like issues with like realizations of like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, you know, like I gotta turn my life around, and like, yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's the one thing that I always try to do is like if I'm gonna do that, I try to make sure like everything is like off my mind as possible. Like if I have like a bill to pay, I make sure to pay it beforehand. If I have like chores or like really like any sort of like responsibility, anything that could like weigh on your mind, like make sure to get that shit taken care of. Oh no, shit. God damn it.
Gotcha, damn it.
Bobby elbows. I'll allow it. Bobby elbows.
I'll say the most intense, because I mean, like the shroom trip was pretty crazy and stuff, and like I will admit that was probably like the most like heavy trip I've ever had. And by heavy, I mean like just so like immersed and like so like caught off guard. But like the craziest trip that I've honestly ever had was probably when I had that dried mescaline. That was probably the most potent visual trip I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I felt like I was flying, and I felt like I was riding on a carpet, and like that was, and like I was just like trying to swim in the ocean, and it was fucking weird. Like, I mean, I was so disassociated with reality. Like, I had people like trying to pull me out of the water, and like, yeah, it was fucking crazy. Yeah.
See, like, I've never, I've maybe had like quick moments of like, you know, disassociation, but like I've never like been like off of the planet. Like, and I've taken like 2 doses of like, maybe not like full bore like LSD, but like, I've had like acid like once or twice. That's like pretty good. But yeah, I've never been like so like gone. I've definitely had some like pretty heavy trips where like we were at Jake's grandparents again, and like it was nighttime. Like in the barn, there was like a light on the outside of it, and like you could see the light through like the cracks of like the wood paneling and everything. So from the inside, it looked like the Matrix code running down the walls.
Oh my gosh.
And like there was no other light like in that barn, and like I ended up sitting in there by myself for a while listening to Cannibal Corpse.
Did you see where this guy went?
Yeah, he's behind a rock. Fucking, he's by a wagon, a tent. It kind of looks like he's at like the cusp of a hill. Kind of.
Oh, I see him. Saw him. I'm almost positive I saw him. Yep, there he is. He's behind the tree where I'm pointing at.
Hold on, let's see if I can see you from where he's at. Oh, he can definitely hear you. Because I can hear you from his perspective. Oh, he's coming!
Oh, he won that one. I should have gotten down with my one finger. Wow, what a lucky son of a bitch. I totally should have leaned out at the other side of the tree and blasted him. Alright, yeah, this is...
Fucking Bobby Elbows.
Yeah, Bobby Elbows. Alright, that's gotta be my last one. Alright, peace, knuckle.